Welcome, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I always wondered why this line of trees planted in 2012 just didn't do well in the first few years. And while the reason may look obvious seeing this, until I found Klinger doing this, I would not have believed it. What's amazing is that now, 8 years after planting, they're doing as well as all the other trees the same age. In fact, the tree on the front corner here is the one that you just saw being massacred. And here, in the tallest of this group, is our bullet. You nearly didn't notice him, did you? However, I often wonder if they would ever have grown to this size if Klinger had continued his regular buffet browsing of them for years. And here in this one on a different day is Phoenix. So these trees are still being used by koalas, but it's truly a wonder they made it. I'll never forget this day in 2015 that I came along and happened upon Klinger having a feast. Now remember, back then there would have only been about 20% the amount of food available on the property as there is today. So I guess he had to take what he could. He was already a resident when the trees were first planted, so I guess he thought it was a private restaurant with his name on it. This tree you can see him demolishing here now is the very one we just saw Bullet in earlier. It was always one of the biggest and strongest of them all. But he doesn't mind doing whatever he needs to get what he wants from the slender branches. He was obviously quite used to moving along the line of trees and taking whatever he could, knowing no one tree was going to be a full meal. These mesh structures are supposed to be tree guards, but they've become a means for Klinger to climb and get into a tree otherwise too slender to take his weight. And when you still can't get in the tree, well, bring the tree down to the ground to you. Now that's pretty smart work. In the years since, I've not seen any other koala do anything quite like this. I'm not sure if it's because he was super clever or because there's so much more food available now as thousands of trees have grown up on the property since then. You can see that he has a buffet lined up and he's just working up and down at his leisure. I actually lay flat on the ground filming this video as he moved up and down that line for 45 minutes. I was totally stunned by what I was seeing, as I didn't even know then that koalas could be so ingenious, nor that they would put so much effort into getting a meal. If you look closely now, you can see he has a long, pronounced scent gland, as he was a mature male. I believe he'd already been an alpha male on the property when we first moved in 2010. No wonder he felt the trees were just purely there for him. I often think of Klinger and his antics as I come along here each day, checking the koala population on the property. I often marvel that these trees have done so well and thrived despite the rough beginning years they had. I always love seeing koalas in them now, enjoying them without being quite as brutal as Klinger. Koalas will often kill young trees if not enough of them are planted. We need to plant trees by the thousands if we're going to make a real difference to the survival of our koalas. And since this video was taken, at least another 2,000 trees have self-sown or been planted at koala gardens, and those that were here already have increased significantly in size. So trees, trees and more trees is the only answer. And Koala Gardens is dedicated to making that happen. Thanks for visiting Koala Gardens. Before you go, there's still heaps more videos to see, and don't forget to subscribe because you never want to miss out on a koala thing.